In this video, I'm going to talk about the all-important advisory team. And when I was a study abroad advisor, I used to tell my students that they were going to each build an advisory team when they would come in for general advisement. And the looks they used to give me, at least some of them, of how in the world am I supposed to do that? And it's really easy, it's free, and they're people who are already at your college and ready to work with you. You just have to define who they are. So in the study abroad process, the first person I'm going to define is the academic advisor. We're just going to do academic. So they're the first person on the advisory team. They're the person who deals with your college credits and which direction you want to go with majors, minors, and getting things together. The next is your study abroad advisor. So, study abroad. Study abroad advisor will help you with the trip, the planning, and how it connects with academic advisor, and sometimes going back and forth in making sure that everything is in, helping you with the application, and even the scholarships that maybe your study abroad office has there. The last one of the professional advisors, you're going to have some more, but is the financial advisor. And this is the advisor that students seriously didn't even know they ever had. And it happened often, probably about 70% of the time students either wouldn't know they had a financial advisor or at least what their name was. About 30% would come in and say, it's this person and I've met with them. So that's the last person on your advisory team. And if you're going to study abroad, you're going to need all of them to connect the dots. This one to talk about aid, budgeting, and everything you're going to need, study abroad, the trip, and academic is the credits. So those are your three professional advisors. The other people are not technically professionals, but they're very good advisors. And the first is secretaries. Okay, this is one of the biggest secrets, at least to students in college. Most professionals, professors know how important secretaries are to institutions, but as far as students go, most students are very unaware. And most of these people work in offices, actually they all do, of some kind with some kind of structure. And almost all of them have a secretary. And with secretaries, they are the people who sit usually at the desk at the front, and they take the phone calls, they deal with parents and students. You'll see them every time you go in for an appointment. And so they know what's going on both internally in the office but externally with the rest of the campus in dealing with people. Plus they're connected with all the other secretaries on campus. So if you know a secretary, you can talk to them about what's going on, and they can give you real-time information into what's going on in these areas. And they can also oftentimes, especially if the advisor isn't there for some reason, give you background information. Especially in study abroad, I'll tell you this from experience, that the secretaries do a lot of the paperwork process, and especially things like scholarships and setting things up. So you really want to talk to them and get to know them well, because they have a lot of information that can be very helpful and give you a very good edge into getting ready for your trip. The other people that are on your advisory team are students. And these aren't the whole student body, but this is students who have studied abroad in the past, or students who are in your major doing things. These are people you want to talk to find out how they're navigating through their college time, because they may have found some kind of resource that's free to everyone that you didn't know about. And if you don't talk to them, you may miss out on information that can help you. So talk to other students that are in your major about how things are going. And the reason this is important is because, and I've had this happen, students would be having trouble with their major trying to make it fit into a certain program, and they would talk to advisors and they wouldn't have an answer, and then they would find a student who was a couple of years ahead of them who had the answer. So all these people are your advisory team. They're never probably technically going to meet. Mine never did, never met in the same room. But these are all the people that you're going to connect with in the center that are going to help you realize your dreams of study abroad.